Hi, Ilya. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. It's so nice to meet you.
You too.
I've
You
heard so
too.
much about you, so and all
Yeah.
the lasting impression that you've had here. So it's so nice to finally meet you.
You
Um,
too.
so yeah, thank you for taking the time to meet with me this afternoon. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on me first. So my name is Sam. I started here at the Workforce Board about 6 months ago as the STEM coordinator. So I've been helping migrate our programs onto virtual platforms and just assisting in any way that I can. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm interested to take the time to get to know more about you, though, and your past connection with the Workforce Board. I know since I started, Kara has always made a point to talk about the amazing work that you've done. And it's clear that you've made a significant impact during your time here, and you've clearly set the bar high. So I'm interested to learn all about it. So beginning, what prompted you to want to join Youth Council?
Yeah. I heard a lot of good things about it. I think it was in my junior year. Yeah, my junior year of high school, and I wanted to be a part of something that was kind of outside the local high school that I was at Mashpee.
Yeah,
I knew that it was a chance to get to know people from kind of all over the Cape, and I know there were there was a superintendent there and a few other people. Just a great thing to get to know other people and learn about other things.
totally. Yeah, that's great. Now, I'm also aware that you were a member for 2 years. So, what were some of your favorite activities and events that were memorable to you or still impact you today?
Yeah. I know that annual meetings were pretty big for me. I know that the senior year I spoke at the annual meeting, kind of
Great.
went through some of my past, and I know we did a lot of events. We had guest speakers come in at our meetings that we held, and that was very impactful, very important. And we also did some other volunteer events that I like to help and see other people grow and
That's cool. That's cool. It seemed like it was a great networking experience for you as well.
yeah, it was great to meet people.
Yeah. Now, Kara also mentioned a bit about your senior project and how fantastic that was, and you did kind of work on it a bit here. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah. So my senior project was to create interviews, to interview local businesses to get feedback on what skills they were looking for in students that were in high school to just kind of learn and see what they needed and what were really important to businesses because there's so many businesses on the Cape and I know some people choose not to go to college. So if you choose not to go to college and want to go to get a job, you want to learn kind of what are the important skills that maybe some high schools should implement to get the students ready.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Now, we'd already talked about how this was a great networking experience for you. So, can you talk about any lessons or other networking strategies that you learned while interning here that's kind of helped you as you transitioned into college?
Yeah, I think for me, one of the biggest things that I can take away, at least from the board, was when I was junior year, I was looking at colleges, starting my college search, and I mentioned to her that I'm going up. It was like one weekend, whatever, and I said I'm going up to Fairfield University to look at do an interview there. And she said, "Why don't you look at Sacred Heart University too? I know they've got a really good school, really good programs." Like, yeah, sure, I'll look at it. And it ended up I went up on that weekend and I saw Sacred Heart, and it's been where I've been ever since. So
Wow.
that was for me one of the biggest takeaways that Kara suggested that I look at that school, and it's turned out to be my favorite place and a great place to be.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, so also, Ilya, what are your thoughts and opinions on mentoring? What does it mean to you? Do you have a mentor? Did you have a mentor? What are your thoughts on mentoring?
I think it is very important. I think for me, my biggest mentor through my junior and senior year was for sure Kara Galvin. She was great to talk to and great to hear ideas from, and I was always in contact with her, and she was, a great person to support me. And I think it is very important for students, especially in high school, it can be stressful and there's a lot of things going on. And especially junior and senior year, if you're going to be going to college, there's a lot of stress with the applications and interviews and all that kind of stuff. So I think
Right.
it is great to have someone that's there to support you and really there to help.
Yeah, definitely. Now, would you ever consider being a mentor to somebody else? I know that Kara has talked about the skills you have and just your personality in general. have you ever thought about being a mentor to someone else or possibly in your future?
Yeah. I think I haven't really thought of it until today, but I
Mhm.
think when I think of it, it is, it's so important, and so, I know that for sure I can bring something to the table to help someone else.
Yeah.
So it is something that I would consider if the opportunity came by.
Yeah, totally. Now, also, so can you just kind of catch us up to speed on what you've been up to since you graduated high school?
Sure. So right now I am currently a junior at Sacred Heart University. And I know for my freshman year, it was crazy. The first semester, I applied for a program in Orlando, Florida for a leadership conference for the
Wow,
weekend. And so I applied for that. I got into that, went to Orlando, Florida for a weekend with the school. That
cool.
was fun. And then I got back from that, and I got a chance to study abroad in India for 2 weeks,
Wow.
for India for the business school. So that was, my freshman year. That kind of started the whole thing with Sacred Heart, and it made me fall in love with it. I was like, the school has so many great opportunities.
Yeah.
So it was amazing from then, and then I've got a good job here at the school. I'm a student union manager, so it gives me great management skills to manage work studies, and I'm being held accountable.
Hmm.
So I think it's been lots of great opportunities at my school, and it's been all also stemmed back from the leadership that I took at the youth council.
Right, right. Now, I know the pandemic has added a lot of stress to a lot of us nowadays. I know for our high school students, it's been difficult for them to try to make this transition with virtual, remote, hybrid, all the above. So, can you tell me a bit about how you've been handling the pandemic in college?
Yeah. So it's been a transition for sure, going online. I think last end of last semester when this all came out, it was really hard for a lot of college professors to switch online. It just was really tricky. And then over the summer, this semester they were all prepared to go fully online and do what they need to do. But it is a different learning experience for sure. I think it's, I do better with the in-person learning,
Hmm.
but I know some other people like the online learning. But
Hmm.
it's just learning for everyone and trying to, you know, change with the
Right,
times and keep adjusting.
right. Now, just a thought. So, you got to experience studying abroad freshman year. Is that something you hope to experience again before you graduate?
Yeah, so originally, it was, yeah, last semester, I was planning on actually going abroad to Luxembourg and possibly to Australia. And I was in the application process, and we were kind of going through it. And then when all this all hit, we're all like, "Oh, what's going to happen?" We really weren't sure, but they obviously they canceled all the study abroad for last semester and this semester. But
Right.
they did have a survey that came out a couple weeks ago that's saying, "Are you interested in studying abroad? We're trying to make something happen for next year if you really want to go for be a short program." So I think I would really like to if I can, but
Yeah,
I know too, senior year of college it's going to be kind of busy, so I'll kind of
true.
see how that all plays out. But hopefully I
True.
can at some point.
Yeah, I hope you get to experience that. I never got to in college and I always dreamed to, so that's so cool. I mean, it's like checking off all these different places on
Yeah,
your off your bucket list.
yeah.
So,
Where did you go to school?
Worcester State.
Okay, great.
Yeah, yeah, it was a great experience and I loved the small campus. So, it was like home there. So lastly, Ilya, what is one piece of advice that you would give to our current interns or any future interns that are hope to participate in youth council?
I think that it's for sure an opportunity of a lifetime. It's a way to get to know people and expand your horizons, and you have a lot of people there that are willing to help you and network and have you succeed. So I think if anyone gets a chance to intern, to highly recommend it and get great support.
Awesome. That's great advice. Well, that kind of wraps up our mini interview. That was quick. I don't know if you have
Great,
anything else that you want to add for any advice or tips, but um, you have such a bright future ahead of you. I've heard so much about you, and I can see that you're continuing all your hard work. So
yeah,
we're also proud of you here, and we appreciate you taking the time to give your advice and the guidance for the students. I know it's going to be a great resource. So keep in
great.
touch, and we hope to talk to you soon.
Great, thank you. I want to just say thank you to everyone too, Kara Galvin, and everyone at the Youth Council. It's been such a great experience, and always remember everyone and stay in touch.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much,
Great.
Ilya.
Thank you.